My friend Phil Artery, who was my neighbor, saw the plight I was in dealing with a schizophrenic son. Phil had a close friend in Barry Bingham, Sr., and the three of us got together and talked about it in Phil Artery's backyard one afternoon and decided we would try to do something on a private sector basis.
Phil raised a little bit of money from his friends, and we leased a house in Old Louisville. And about this time, 35 years ago, late March '82, we opened up for our first residence.
Well, Sam was the first resident of Wellspring, along with two other men, and he was never hospitalized again. Here he'd been in and out of hospitals frequently over the previous 5 years. So it proved the concept.
I think once a person afflicted with mental illness has a place to live, that can form a foundation for a productive life.
Permanent supportive housing is an example of a best practice that I think Wellspring was doing way before it was actually researched because they knew the value of providing supports to people in regular housing.
It's a successful organization who helps people and they accomplish their mission.
People from all walks of life are getting services and benefits they just weren't getting 35 years ago.
What excites me about Wellspring is that we've evolved over the years. What excites me is that this has not been a stagnant organization. It's been a very dynamic process.
I had become homeless due to a mental illness. I had lost my job, lost my apartment, and all because of a mental illness.
I started to experience a depression that drew on my energy and sort of wore me down over time.
When I got sick, I kind of lost my independence, and I lost a lot of, I forgot a lot of ways that about how to take care of myself.
Well, I was homeless off and on throughout the years for suffering mental illness, and I was outside, and I couldn't hold a job because of my anxiety and my depression and stuff.
I was suffering with mental illness. I had a serious relapse and became homeless.
I was in pretty bad shape, I think. It was my third hospitalization, and I think I had actually tried to commit suicide.
Got into drugs and alcohol, and I just had a, kind of hard time hearing voices and seeing things, stuff like that.
I was a very good mother. I lived in a great house, had a great husband, everything was great, and then my mental illness kicked in and I self-medicated with alcohol, and it destroyed everything that I had. And I had to face that I have lost my daughter, the most important thing to me in the world.
When Wellspring came into my life, basically, they just let me know that I could actually have a life again.
With the help of Wellspring, I've been able to get out and go in a community and be a productive member of society.
I really enjoy being, having a career with an agency that allows me to feel like I'm making a difference.
Wellspring gave me my son back. He is totally independent, but it wouldn't have happened if it hadn't have been for Wellspring.
So Wellspring offered him a very safe place and a nice place to live, which was very important.
He just kind of floated there for a while until we got him into one of the supervised places at Wellspring. His last days were the happiest days of his life.
I never wanted a hand out, just a hand up. And they gave me the hand up, and it brought me back my self-worth. It brought me back definitely my dignity.
Oh, well, I feel completely different. I've grown a lot as far as life experience, I guess. It's a pretty good life right now.
Everything is just better since I've been at Wellspring.
Today, I'm just enjoying being alive.
I just was so lucky that I fell into Wellspring's hands, or I would not be here today or have the relationship I have with my daughter.
Happy birthday, Wellspring.
Happy birthday, Wellspring.
Happy birthday, Wellspring.